Hello my dear students, hope all of you are fine. Once again, I welcome back everyone to our physics class. So children, in the last video, I have taught about the question answer part of our chapter 3. Okay, that is turning effect of forces. I hope that you all of you have understood. So please write it down all question answers in your notebook. It will be helpful for you. So children, today we will discuss our new lesson, that is chapter 4. Okay, it is pressure. So in this chapter we will learn more about pressure in liquids. Okay, before going into chapter we will just understand what is pressures and their applications. So children, what is pressure? Pressure is the thrust acting upon a unit area of surface is known as our pressure, or you can tell pressure is perpendicular force divided by area. Okay, we know that when a body is placed on a surface or any table, the body exerts a force equal to its weight on the surface. The total force acting normally on the surface in contact is thrust. That is our perpendicular force. So, pressure is equal to force by area, and its SI unit is Newton per meter square or Pascal. Remember children. Okay, we know that SI unit of force is Newton and SI unit of area is our meter square. For that reason, the SI unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. So children, applications of pressure in everyday life we will understand. Okay. Magnitude of pressure can be adjusted by adjusting the magnitude of force and adjusting the surface area of contact, because our pressure is perpendicular force divided by area. So we can tell that our pressure is directly proportional to the perpendicular force and inversely proportional to the area of contact. Okay, so if force will increase, then our pressure will increase. But if area will increase, then our pressure will decrease, as area is inversely proportional to our pressure. Okay children? So here we will see some applications of high pressure. Small area of knife edge produce a large pressure for cutting. Here you can see children, its edge is very sharp. Okay, for that reason the area of contact of the knife with the vegetables or fruits is very small, and we know that if area is small, then more pressure can be exerted. For that reason, small area of knife edge produce a large pressure for cutting. Okay, like that here another examples given. Sharp edges to produce a large pressure for cutting. Sharp points to produce a large pressure for passing an object. For that reason, in our pin, in our screw and in needle, the edges are very sharp. For that reason, they have more pressure with less area. And children, here you can see the shoes having spikes that produce large pressure to pass the track. As pressure increases, as the area increases, the pressure will decrease. For that reason, the person can run or walk easily. Now I will understand applications of low pressure. Okay children, chain with sharp edges in between surfaces of large area to decrease the pressure exerted on the ground. So children, here you can see the area is more. Okay, as the area is more, then the object can apply less pressure. For that reason, heavy objects can have less pressure as they have very big areas. Here you can see buses and trucks have more than 4 wheels of larger surface area to decrease the pressure exerted on the road. Okay children, more wheels then more area. More area means less pressure. So they can apply less pressure to move on the surface. Like that, here also you can see large surface area to decrease the pressure exerted on the snow. Okay children, these have large surface area so that pressure can be decreased. And children, some application of low pressure I have told. Here another one is given. Built on a base of large surface area to decrease the pressure and to prevent the buildings from sinking into the ground. Okay children, the temples, monuments, they have large surface area. If area will increase, then pressure can be decreased. For that reason, they can stay very easily on the surface of the ground. They can be fixed. Okay children, here see, you can see the difference, okay, between two types of shoes. High heeled shoes sinks deeper into soft ground than flat shoes. Why children? High heeled shoes having very less area of contact with the surface, but the flat shoes having more area of contact. If area will be more, then our pressure will be less. Okay, as weight is spread over a small area exerting higher pressure in case of heel shoes. But in case of flat shoes, weight is spread over a larger area. For that reason, it is having lower pressure. So children, I hope that you have understood something about our pressure in our daily life. Okay, here you have seen if area will increase, then pressure will decrease. If area will decrease, then our pressure will increase. Okay, thank you children.